Hi. Commanding Oni-chan, what's up? What is going on? How are you today? How's everybody doing today? Commanding Lexifate, thank you for calling me Maple. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm sorry. I'm 5 minutes late. It's better than 15 minutes. Better than half an hour. Could not sleep properly. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. Hope you get good sleep before work. Commanding Z Graves. Commanding Stay Sound. Commanding Poison Fury. Thank you for welcoming me back to the Red Zone. Commanding Freddy the Yeti. Commanding Sheeple. Commanding the Consultant 427. And commanding Max Shaker. Coke Light Drinker. How are you? What's up? What's up? By the way, I'm not proud of my stink. I'm not proud of my mess. I'm not proud of my disgusting, garbage-infested room. I'm not proud that I didn't take a shower today. I'm not proud that my underwear have holes in it. Anyway, I know I am stinky. I'm so stinky and smelly. And holes where the legs go. I think that's a joke, right? The legs, the part with the, yeah, those are for your legs, exactly. Thank you, Luxifate, for understanding. No, it's okay, Massacre. I'm joking too. I'm teasing you. Commanding a Starfare, commanding Neurotic Void. How are you? Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, today was so much better than yesterday because I had a really lovely dream. I had a lovely dream that was something like a honeymoon. You know? Unrelated to the title of the stream, believe it or not. Commanding Official 4294, commanding Maxine Botso, commanding Bongai. Panties with air vents. It's a feature. She likes it that way. Anyway, I feel much, much, much better today than yesterday because I woke up in a really good mood. And then I just decided to avoid my family members all day long. 0 interactions. And what do you know? Surprise, surprise. I felt much better. Okay, I had one interaction. I did say good morning. I yelled good morning loudly when I went to take a piss. But otherwise, it's a Borat reference or whatever. I had a dream that I left my spare tire in a different state. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, good luck with your flight. Hope you have a safe flight. And also good morning, Sijian. Sijian. What if you said meowing instead? I would probably cringe, yeah. I should start saying meowing instead. Actually, I should just start communicating with my family only in meows. Listen, like, no one can, like, force me to do otherwise. I could just be like, meow, meow, meow. Anytime they talk to me, I'll just respond with a meow forever. Like, never say any words to them ever again. Who's gonna stop me? Have you had dreams so nice they make you feel terrible when you woke up and it wasn't real? Yes, I have had those dreams, but last night's dream was made better because I woke up during it, knew I was dreaming, and I was able to go back to sleep and continue the dream. You're gonna get committed. Meow, meow, meow. Superb use of free will. Good morning, moist cream. I mean, if they send me to a psych ward, at least I won't have to get a job. At least they won't keep telling me to get a job. The dream was about, like, it was a romantic vacation with me and my imaginary sweetie. And I kept trying to do sussy lewd things with my sweetie, but they were shy and they kept kind of like not rejecting me, but like, you know, not in front of the waitresses, Mrs. Moonson. Not in front of the neighbors, Mrs. Moonson. Please. We're in a public place, relax. It's always gooning, isn't it? It was gooning plus love. It was gooning with love. Man. Anyway. To something similar now. I visit my therapist thrice. What were you trying to do? I was trying to be expressive in the dream, but it just kept saying like, we're on a train, Mrs. Moonson. We can't do it here. We're on a train. Anyway. Speaking of depravity, let me share with you some. I'll share with you some of that, some more of that. Sharing the good name. Oh, I have to find it first. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? This one? Communally decayed. Did you do the thing with the spaghetti where you kiss in the end? No, it never. Actually, I'm pretty sure in the entire dream, we never made it past holding hands. It's not gooning if you're married in your fantasy. Exactly. Ah. Anyway. What the fuck was I gonna tell you guys about? I will start the stream and then try to jog my memory. Speaking of holding hands, my wife Hae Eun has sort of a really infamous, like unironically scandalous scene where she does hold someone's hand. I've been rewatching Exchange season 2, and I'm finally over most of the pain and onto the good episodes. I'm on episode 15 now. The first 14 are mostly just pain, but yeah. Why does she have something white on her cheek? She burned her face while trying to flat iron her hair. So she so she went to the hospital. She also burned on her neck too. So she went to the hospital and they gave her ointment and then they put a bandage on it. It's kind of hard to see because it's one of those like clear ones. Anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all the kitty cats in the world. Specifically, you're equal parts cute and elegant. You're in a league of your own, to be honest, and you make me very happy. You know what? Taken out of context, the question, why does she have something white on her cheek, sounds really inappropriate, and I just noticed. But it's not that. It's a bandage. It's a bandage. Good morning, Squirtle Squad 77. And good morning, Tentacola. I love cats. You're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. It's a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten chats about love, life, and anime. Every day, more or less. Welcome to Senpai Notice Me Sunday. It's when we have the business meeting, but I'm not gonna do a business meeting because this is my show and I make the rules. So now we care about what's inappropriate. Only we were talking about my sweet wife, Hae Eun. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's not a K-drama actress. She was on a dating show. Sorry for those of you who never seen her before or never mentioned her before, but she was on the second season of the dating show Transfer Love, or Exchange Love Season 2. Moon, she's a hag. That doesn't stop her from being my wife. Hags deserve love. You never heard that? Head pat a hag. Kiss a hag on the cheek. Wiggle your face between a hag's bosom. Feed a hag pudding. Feed her white pudding. Kom igjen i Anna. Kom igjen i Sigurduff. Anyway, let's move on. Other than watching this, today I also played The Sims 2, and I wanted to desperately talk about it in the litter box, but I thought it was a little bit too much, so I resisted the temptation, and I decided I'll just tell you guys all about it now. Hi, Father Citizen, how are you? So, who do we have here? As some of you know, I made a mistake with The Sims 2 and I corrupted my files. So I lost all my previous houses, my previous households. They're gone and dead. They're dead and gone. So I started a brand new series of characters. First we have this woman here. This probably a victim. No, some people would say she's a villain, not a victim. She was a teenage mother, and the mysterious father that got her knocked up ran away. So we don't know what happened to him. And yet, because of her upbringing, she's just addicted to love, and she's looking for something. She needs someone to fill a hole. She needs a man to fill the hole in her life, inside of her. So anyway, she gets pregnant. She has a daughter. And she's trying her best, sort of, to raise the daughter without neglect, but then she also has to make money to pay the bills. So she becomes a hooker. No, she becomes a prostitute. But then after the first day of starting her at-home prostitution business, she realized that it probably is not a good look to sleep with strange men in the same bed that you share with your teenage daughter at night. Because I'm like, oh, the daughter has to sleep in that bed too. That's kind of disgusting. I can fill all her excuse me. So one day when her little daughter's at high school, she suddenly moves out and abandons her, neglecting her, but at the same time, she's kind of she's kind of delusional, so she sees her daughter as her best friend, and she doesn't even see that there's anything wrong with what she does. But good news, there's good news. So she moved a couple of houses away, down the street, and she started her prostitution business, and business is booming. She's been super successful. She had a lifetime wish to sleep with 20 different Sims, and ding 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 ding. That's why she has a platinum plum ob over her head, because she did. She slept with more than 20 so far. Good morning, Brit Clone. You could sleep. Good night. Anyway, in the meantime, there's more. Wait, there's more. There's more news. I don't have as good of a picture of this though, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. I'll give you the update on her daughter. By the way, that woman's name, this is the Pie family, and her first name is Cream. And then we have her daughter, who's not in this picture, but I'll explain. Wait, let me move it down. So she's kind of in this picture. Her daughter is right there. I don't know if you see her, like, yeah, with the choker. So I'll explain. Hope her daughter goes to therapy. Her daughter, because of her mom's, let's say, activities, she's decided she wants the complete opposite. So her daughter is a family-oriented sim, and the only thing she wants in this world is to have a really good family. So while the daughter was a teenager living alone, she was studying really hard, trying to get straight A's and max out her skills. And she did some of them. But then, no, I'll explain. Wait, slow down. I'll explain. I'll explain why her fears are the way they are right now. So, living alone as a teenager, she thought to herself, what can I do to get into a better college? What if I got into a private school? So she calls the headmaster up on the phone and asks for an interview because she wants to get into private school. And, well, since her mom left her with hardly any money, their house is kind of like cheap and boring. So she was having a really hard time impressing the headmaster. She did cook him dinner, but again, he only ate a few bites and he wasn't that impressed. So, desperate times call for desperate measures, and she thought of the only thing her mom ever taught her. She decided to do sexual favors for the headmaster. And you know what? It kind of worked out. She got into private school. But wait, there's more. She got accepted into private school. But the headmaster also fell in love with her. So they actually ended up eloping. They got married, and then he moved in after a week, and while she was applying to colleges, he got her knocked up with twins. She was pregnant with twins, and she got accepted to college, and she got a lot of scholarships, by the way. And at first she went there alone. She went to college alone on her scholarship, and she was pregnant, and they were both very sad and crying. But then once she got settled in, I had her call him up on the phone, and then she just asked him to move in, and now they live together in an apartment slightly off campus. Her name is Apple, by the way. Apple Pie. Okay. And then this is Apple Pie's ex-headmaster, ex kind of principal, but now this is her husband. A bro smashing a baddie with daddy issues in her pride. Yep. Double scholarship. And they had twins. They had two babies. Who are in this neon bright green cribs that are like science themed, because they both really like sci-fi and paranormal activity. They're not alien babies, they're just regular. Anyway, they're not babies, they're toddlers. And guess what their names are? Okay, don't guess. This one, the one closer to me with the dark hair's name is Pecan, like pecan pie, pecan. How do you say that word? You know the nut. I'm talking about the nut. The other one's name is Pumpkin. So we have Apple, Pecan, and Pumpkin Pie. And Cream is their grandmother. Anyway, they all live happily in this tiny little house that's close to her school campus. And what else? Right now she's not in the picture exactly because she's busy in class, and her husband is studying things with a special helmet on. And oh, by the way, the reason why she's afraid of puking and pissing herself and passing out is because she's actually pregnant again. So, her husband didn't get enough, and I don't know. Yeah, somehow she's managing though. She's been on the dean's list for 2 semesters so far. Oh, Granny Cream Pie, her cooking was amazing. What was the grandma's name? Cream. Okay, say something. If we have a daughter, we can name her Rhubarb. That's a good one. How long does it kids to grow up in The Sims? Babies are like 2 days. Toddlers are like 4 or 5 days. Children are longer. Teenagers are 2 weeks. So technically, she's not a teenager anymore. She's a young adult now. But if the Grandmaster leaves, would she turn into her mother? Oh no, don't say that. They're a happy family. Why would he leave? Although, actually, do you guys want to know the tea? You guys want to know a little bit of tea? One of the days we invited the grandmother over to come meet her grandchildren, to come meet the toddlers, the babies. And it was the first time that Grandma Cream Pie met the headmaster. And the headmaster, before he started dating his, the teenage underling, his type was actually older women. He was really into like MILFs and hags. So he kind of has a little bit of sexual attraction to the grandma. Or, well, his wife's mother, which is, they haven't done anything, they haven't cheated, but I'm trying to make sure to keep those two apart. Because yeah, in The Sims, when they have attraction, they start like daydreaming and fantasizing, and you see a little icon like it's like an what is it, like lightning? Anyway, I don't want that kind of drama. They're a wholesome family now, so I have to keep Granny away. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. I've been having so much fun with those two sets of families. Do Sims get mental issues? Yes, sometimes, Serious Shy. If you let their needs go low enough, they do. Careful with carpets and fireplaces. It would be funny that if the story goes full circle, he cheats on the matrimonial bed. No, I don't want him to cheat yet. I hope he doesn't do it. Anyway, I'll end the stream now, but I'll give you a quote first. Don't let Grandma talk about the family business. Actually, that's also... well, I don't know. Guys, I don't know where the story is going. I do know, however, that Granny... she's still ignorant. She doesn't realize that she's been a bad mother, or she's like suppressing it. So I think one day Grandma is gonna give up prostitution and try to be a good grandma and a good family person, and then I'm gonna kill her. But I'm not so sure about it. We'll see. Anyway, the quote: "If you give up, you won't ever reach that point." Stolen from a book called Learn Python the Hard Way. The author was talking about, I think, a guitar, but also anything that's a skill. Anything that's a skill, you're gonna suck at it probably in the beginning. So you should just keep trying and don't give up so you can reach the point. Like chess, like I suck at chess, but anyway, I gotta go. Thank you for listening. Is all this secretly just your own life? If so, ouch. No. My mom's not a whore. She's not that much of a whore. I don't think my mom has slept with 20 men. I'm pretty sure she hasn't. Anyway. Bye. Thank you for listening. I'll be back tomorrow. See you next time. I love you. Hope you're having a happy weekend.